or die trying.
Dying just mean you gave it your all. Though I'd be pretty pissed if you did. Just when I was starting to maybe like you.
Was it ever in doubt?
Pretty much every hour of the day. But now, to new beginnings.
See you later, Halleck.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. Hey, you should shop here.
Look who it is. You certainly know how to put a javelin through its paces. Never just go for a stroll out there, do you?
Do you expect any less?
I shouldn't. You've got your sights set on the Heart of Rage. Not the first time for you either. All part of the adventure, right?
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I wouldn't know you if you did. I took my son to the platform earlier. We watched the freelancers take off. He said he's going to fly out there and do something awesome. It's not the worst dream to have.
Are you less worried about him becoming a freelancer?
Oh, I'll always worry. I worry about all of you.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
I run routine maintenance checks. I probably could.
What?
I'm kidding. I put enough work into those javelins of yours. You better bring them back.
Is that why you do it?
Not everyone comes back. Happens every day. The little touches, they improve the suits, but they mean someone cares. You're not just another number. Even you need a place to come home to when the work's done. Just my way of keeping the lights on for you.
Sorry about that whole thing with Owen. We were so distracted by our own problems, we only just heard.
I've discovered something in the Elysian manuscript. Repeating symbols spread throughout the text. A pattern that, once decoded, shows a set of coordinates.
Coordinates for what?
Unknown. Robin Moore, its primary author, must have buried them in the manuscript. Moore was one of the greatest arcanists in history. His understanding of Shaper instruments was unparalleled. I don't like making assumptions, but what's at these coordinates must be remarkable.
Let me guess. You want me to check out the location?
Precisely. Will you?
Leave it to me.
That Yarrow kinda has an obsession with Fortuo brew, doesn't he? Tells fantastic stories, though.
Freelancer. My husband Leighton said you spoke to him.
Right. The spy. Who defected.
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I only see him as Leighton. I forgot his past can still scare people.
Seems like it's still scaring him, too.
That's the problem. Tassin had me debrief him when he came over. It was clear right away that his work for the Dominion, it left him a shell. I've been hoping he can reinvent himself here.
It'd be great if there was a button you could push, erase the past, make it all go away. But it doesn't work like that.
I have no illusions. The things Leighton did will never change. But maybe how he feels about them can.
What did he do?
He inflicted a lot of pain. Against us. And his own people.
If it was so bad, there should be consequences. Prison, something.
I understand why you feel that way, but he risked his life coming here. We couldn't punish him for it. If we did, nobody would ever defect.
You'd rather use them.
He gave us years of Dominion intel.
And apparently along the way he fell for you?
I was just doing my job, debriefing the enemy.
Except now you're married to him.
I saw who he really was. Haunted.
Not exactly love at first sight.
No, but he was haunted by the ghost of the better man he might have been. I've seen that man. It's in him. He grew on me.
He's lucky he found you. I guess it works out for you both.
We share the same flaws, same struggles, and our dinner conversation doesn't freak each other out. But I'm worried about him. More and more, he wants to be alone.
Any idea what's bothering him?
He's talking to himself, sometimes in his sleep. I don't know what it means. I want to help, but he just waves me off.
Well, he seemed okay talking to me.
Maybe this is an opening. I'd really appreciate if you kept at it.
I'll see what I can do.
I hate puddles.
Hello.
Hi, Brindle.
Fair warning, I am in a dark and foul mood.
Does this mean you're gonna depress me?
Probably. I've suffered a number of setbacks recently.
Like what?
My foot traffic initiatives were defeated. I've made zero progress on the loose cables hazard, and my proposed standing water bylaw is now dead.
That sounds tough. So what's your plan?
My plan is to leave the fort.
That's a big decision. Where will you go?
The capital. It's filled with bureaucrats and politicians. Those are my kind of people.
Why would you say that?
They like making rules and they consider personal safety a priority. I respect that.
Okay.
But before I leave, I must file a work order to ensure the courtyard fountain finally gets fixed.
If you're leaving, why do you care about the fountain?
I believe civic amenities are vital to the well-being of the fort. And there's no way I'll let that glitching fountain defeat me.
You sound determined.
I am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a requisition to complete before I leave.
Freelancer. Checking up on us?
Thought I'd see how the cartography lessons were going.
Amazing. Apparently, I'm a natural talent.
A natural talent with a lot to learn.
Let me know when Dax passes the humility test.
You'll be waiting a while.
What does being humble have to do with charting maps?
Our field is a competitive one. If a client doesn't like your attitude, they'll go elsewhere.
Not if I'm the best.
When I was a student in Helios, I knew someone with that mindset. It didn't work out for him.
Helios? Aunt Cordelia, you studied in Antium.
What? No. I'm certain I spent 8 years in Helios.
It was a long time ago. Maybe you misremembered, Dax.
No. I remember visiting as a child, and I've never been to Helios. First time I left Antium was to come here.
I do remember you visiting. You brought me flowers. I need to lie down.
Aunt Cordelia?
It's okay, Dax. Let her rest.
Please excuse me, freelancer.
Of course I remember. I could never forget.
Hey, I was hoping you'd drop in.
Here I am.
Remember I told you about Karila and that package, and you said don't take it if you don't know what's in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so she wouldn't tell me what was in it, so I didn't take it. The next morning, her door's wide open, and I see some guy with a death grip on her arm. So I walk over, just to see if everything's all right. Then the guy tells me to walk away. I thought Karila needs my help, so I say, I don't think so. That's when I notice he's holding a knife. He comes at me, and then Karila kicks him in the stomach and jumps on his back. Before I know it, she's got the knife, and he's holding his neck. He takes a couple steps and slowly sinks to the ground. Then Karila gives me a look, starts crying, and says, please help me. So now she's in my apartment with the package, and across the lane, there's a dead guy in her place.
The Sentinels might think you're involved. You need to get her and the package out of your place.
Okay, thanks. I owe you big time.
Get to it.
What happened to Stu anyway? Bought a Shaper relic and...
I don't have a job for you, but drinks are always welcome.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
This? Listen.
Perhaps you could reconsider the teaching position. I just want you to be safe, Ducky.
My father died in a storm. Mother thinks I'll end up the same. She hates what I do. I dread her messages. They're always the same. Tears, pleading.
She cares about you. I don't think she can stop worrying.
I just don't want to hurt her. I want her to be happy because I'm happy. That's never gonna happen, is it?
Would teaching really be so bad?
I'm not sure. I'd be decent at it. People say I'm good at explaining things, and shaping young minds does have its appeal. But how could I leave all this? You're a Lancer. Something must drive you to risk yourself out there day after day, same as me.
I'm good at flying a javelin. If I don't do it, who will?
Obligation, huh? Never would have guessed. That's not me, though. I love the work that I do. I'm afraid I'll regret leaving. Or miss out on some great discovery.
Stay strong. Don't apologize for what you want. Do what makes you happy.
Does that make me a bad person?
Not really. You can't control how she feels. And you can't live your life for her.
Oh, the guilt.
You'll be okay. Drink some tea.
Oh, I'll go through several pots tonight, trying to formulate a response to my mother. Thanks for listening, though. I appreciate it.
Anytime. This is nice. Secret spot.
Yeah, takes a little extra to quiet Cypher's mind.
You doing okay?
Oh, yeah, fantastic. Just questioning the nature of existence. Why I'm here, why you're here, the Shapers, the Anthem, life, friendship, hope.
So, just the little things. Would you rather be alone?
No, I'm glad you're here. You know, when you first showed up at Princess Sims, I wasn't sure this was going to work out.
So then why call Tassin?
I was desperate.
Thanks.
Actually, any hesitation was more about Hallett than you. I wasn't sure he'd ever accept you back. And then when he said, welcome aboard, it's fantastic. I've watched him come alive since you came back. He's up early, working on his suit, poring over maps, humming. Thank you for that.
Never mind Halleck and me. What about you?
Me? Well, let's see. It's my fault that the team's broken up, that our mission failed, and Tassin's about to send Sentinels in, probably to their deaths. And yet, with all that, I'm mostly upset that I won't ever hear the anthem again. That's crazy, right?
Seems to have that effect on people.
Plus, I've hurt my oldest friend.
Where is he?
I don't know, he doesn't speak to me much.
Look, I get it, but please don't take all the blame. I've brought you something. Owen gave it to me.
Owen?
Fun story for another time. What do you think? Can we use that to perfect ours?
Yes, of course. Why didn't you lead with this?
You're my friend. I was listening. You know, like a good person.
This is amazing. Have you told Tassin?
Not yet. I needed to make sure Owen wasn't, lying.
Fair point. Well, he's not. I'm gonna let her know we're back in action.
Okay. I'll meet you at Halleck's Javelin in the Enclave.
Halleck.
We'll figure it out. Our people need us to stop the Monitor. No one, nothing is more important.
Yeah. We're actually gonna do this.
So, once I get to these coordinates, what am I looking for?
Another book? An engraving? Perhaps a scroll buried in an ancient library.
So, you don't know?
I'm sure we'll know when we see it.
Brush something, Alec.
This is good!
Owen thinks it's the key to making the Dawn Shield work.
Owen!
He knew you'd figure it out eventually.
That's nice of him, I guess. Two-faced bastard. Hey, listen. I was thinking about what you said, about being a team, my ego. That was probably hard to say to my face, but I needed it. Thanks for the kick in the ass, partner. Has Faye seen this? 'Cause I can't figure this out on my own.
As luck would have it, here she is.
Halleck,
Faye?
I am so sorry.
No, Faye. I am sorry. I used to be the best damn freelancer in all of Bastion, but not anymore. Pisses me off. I forced you to go behind my back because I didn't want to be a burden.
Caring about a friend isn't a burden. It's a gift.
Let's get to work.
Okay.
There it is.
Thank you. Oh, we'll take care of this. You go make sure everything else is ready to head into that storm.
Got it.
Okay.
chance. What am I looking for?
Another book? An engraving? Perhaps a scroll buried in an ancient library.
So, you don't know?
I'm sure we'll know when we see it.
So you don't know what we'll find, but what do you hope it is?
Knowledge.
That's it, huh? What about treasure? Or some kind of weapon?
Knowledge is the only thing that matters.
Almost there. Let you know what I find. These are the coordinates. I think I see what we're looking for. I found something, but I'm not sure what it is or how it works. It seems inert.
There was mention of a vibrational frequency in the manuscript. I could try directing a calculated pulse through your javelin.